Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. Reading, after a certain age, diverts the mind too much from its creative pursuits. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. It is a miracle that curiosity survives formal education. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. To raise new questions, new possibilities, to regard old problems from a new angle, requires creative imagination and marks real advance in science. Most of the fundamental ideas of science are essentially simple, and may, as a rule, be expressed in a language comprehensible to everyone. It stands to the everlasting credit of science that by acting on the human mind it has overcome man's insecurity before himself and before nature. The whole of science is nothing more than a refinement of everyday thinking. Science is a wonderful thing if one does not have to earn one's living in it. The grand aim of all science is to cover the greatest number of empirical facts by logical deduction from the smallest number of hypotheses or axioms. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art in science. The man of science is a poor philosopher. Only two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the former. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right. A single experiment can prove me wrong. Science without religion is lame, religion without science is blind. The only source of knowledge is experience. The gift of fantasy has meant more to me than my talent for absorbing positive knowledge. He who joyfully marches to music in rank and file has already earned my contempt. He has been given a large brain by mistake, since for him the spinal cord would suffice. Knowledge of what is does not open the door directly to what should be. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. Information is not knowledge. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. Imagination is more important than knowledge. The difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy and creative expression in knowledge. There comes a time when the mind takes a higher plane of knowledge but can never prove how it got there. Intellectuals solve problems, geniuses prevent them. Whoever undertakes to set himself up as a judge of truth and knowledge is shipwrecked by the laughter of the gods. We should take care not to make the intellect our god. It has, of course, powerful muscles, but no personality. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. The attempt to combine wisdom and power has only rarely been successful, and then only for a short while. I never think of the future, it comes soon enough. You ask me if I keep a notebook to record my great ideas. I've only ever had one. Most people say that it is the intellect which makes a great scientist. They are wrong, it is character. It gives me great pleasure indeed to see the stubbornness of an incorrigible nonconformist warmly acclaimed. Only one who devotes himself to a cause with his whole strength and soul can be a true master. For this reason, mastery demands all of a person. The distinction between the past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion.